Now listening to Denver Open Media Radio with my boy DJ Coast.
This is The Box with DJ Coast.
Gonna suffer after this.
You know the vibes. DJ Coast got the vibe. The vibe.
Shout out to the number one DJ in the city, DJ Coast. DJ Coast. DJ Coast. DJ Coast. DJ Coast. DJ Coast. DJ Coast.
You doing a whole lot of this. I'm doing a whole lot of that. Big foot stepping like I'm Sasquatch. Walk in the room and they back off. Cause you doing a whole lot of this. And I'm doing a whole lot of that. Big drip dropping like I'm Matt Dry. Getting to the money like it's that white. You doing a whole lot of this. I'm making a whole lot of hits. You acting a whole lot of bitch. I'm digging a whole lot of. When I get rich, red carpet just a roll at my wrist. Like rich. Yeah. Baby tell him I'm miss. Yeah. She like, oh you brought dude. Yeah. Not bad for a misfit. Yeah. You ain't seen nobody that's anointed before. It's beautiful the way they joining the boy. And I heard they mad because I get to the bag. Tell them that's okay with me cause I done been a disappointment before. I swear I've been a disappointment before. That's deja vu. Parlez-vous. Money beaucoup. Voulez-vous. What a view. Merci beaucoup. You doing a whole lot of this. I'm doing a whole lot of that. Big foot stepping like I'm Sasquatch. Walk in the room and they back off. Cause you doing a whole lot of this. And I'm doing a whole lot of that. Big drip dropping like I'm Matt Dry. Getting to the money like it's that white. Like I need direction. Life for me's a blessing. Yeah, I don't feel the stress. I forgot the question. Yeah, I was only messing. L just stands for lesson. Yeah, fuck your good impression. I'm my own investment. Tell them that they better play that boy. Tell them that they better pay that boy. I'm just trying to get some hit in the back of a Maybach boy. Put a hand on my chest, tell me lay back boy. Well damn, you gotta love the driving shit. Tell them always do it, you ain't never had the shit. And if I was you too, then I'd probably be mad. Cause the way that I move, take your pride and shit. You doing a whole lot of this. I'm doing a whole lot of that. Big foot stepping like I'm Sasquatch. Walk in the room and they back off. Cause you doing a whole lot of this. And I'm doing a whole lot of that. Big drip dropping like I'm Matt Dry. Getting to the money like it's that white.
We ride in, only real ones I'm beside it. All them boys go into hiding when they hear I'm about to find them. I get wrong with the climate, move the mountain and climb it. Stay on the front line, they ain't gotta wonder where I went.
Yeah. I been outside of niggas shining, I ain't worried about no smoke, I keep a pistol in the lining. Get dough, my nigga, right now is the perfect timing. Take one of mine and niggas sliding.
Make them think twice if they think of stepping at all. They pray to God, but the good Lord can't save them all. They see the squad and know they'll never get involved. And they gon' beat all of our chambers, every one of them revolving. I ain't never met no smoke that I ran from, so tell them step up. They say my name the wrong way, then tell them to rest up. No more debate, we finally come to a consensus. If it's your team against mine, then we be clearing out the benches. Oh my, tell me why they want me to drop off. Let my dogs out, guarantee you to get your block knocked off. I'm standing high on my guard, I never get caught off. Praising high regards, just something we get a lot of. Tell them to lay down or get down, no other option. Once it gets set off, I swear it ain't never stopping. Fly on the wall, they all flies away, they be dropping. Time for revenge, and from time to time I be plotting. We ride in, only real ones I'm beside it. All them boys go into hiding when they hear I'm about to find them. I get wrong with the climate, move the mountain and climb it. Stay on the front line, they ain't gotta wonder where I went.
Yeah. I been outside of niggas shining, I ain't worried about no smoke, I keep a pistol in the lining. Get dough, my nigga, right now is the perfect timing. Take one of mine and niggas sliding. You can Tell the shit money how I fall in the pocket. Niggas talking like they shooters, but they not on the roster. I'm the author of the flow that been killing imposters. Sending mobsters to their death, have them chilling with Hoffa. I'm a threat to these niggas with a minimal conscience, minimal effort. Vinny, turn your block into Contra. Knowledge know to how to get me paid. 50 niggas in the clique come with 50 Ks. I'm an inspired soul. My words cut like a blade to your face. Heavy pulled up with the drums and 45s in the crates. My shit dope like I'm still selling lines of the bass. Mama kicked me out, the fiends was forming lines on my gate. I'ma have my way with it, you let me. So let's see who's my next victim to meet God and jet speed. Bars hit hard like a heavyweight and I'm lefty. Leave a nigga stiff in the graveyard if you test me.
We ride it, only real ones I'm beside it. All them boys go into hiding when they hear I'm about to find them. I get wrong with the climate, move the mountain and climb it. Stay on the front line, they ain't gotta wonder where I went.
Yeah. I've been outside of niggas shining, I ain't worried about no smoke, I keep a pistol in a lining. Get dough, my nigga, right now is the perfect timing. Take one of mine and niggas sliding.
Hey, Denver, what's poppin', man? You know what it is, baby. It's Monday night. You know what that means. It's time for a brand new episode of The Box. And tonight we got a super crazy show, man. We're going to get this thing kicked off in about 5 minutes. But right now, man, here goes some reminders to get y'all bumping in the Mile High City. Make sure y'all turn this up. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The Box is live. I got 3 super dope guests in the building, man. I got a Colorado Buffalo sitting right next to me making me feel small. And I got an R&B singer and his manager all live in studio, man. So make sure y'all keep it locked right here. But let's do some music real quick, man. This is The Box, baby. It's Denver Open Media Radio. Let's go.
Best interest, no hidden motive, sincerely care. Allah's my witness. As long as I'm here, you should never feel lonely. Just reach out, you know my love is real and never phony. So whether in great spirit or a bad situation, we can share thoughts through any form of communication. Give you words of wisdom from divine inspiration. I'll never pass judgment and always practice patience.
And if ever you're in trouble, know you got me. Cause we're family in the struggle, so you got me. And I'm always down the ride, you can call me. When nobody's by your side, you know I'll be. And if ever you're in trouble, know you got me. Cause we're family in the struggle, so you got me. And I'm always down the ride, you can call me. When nobody's by your side, you know I'll be. And you know, you can count on me. I'll be there. I'll be there. And you know, you can count on me. I'll be there. I'll be there.
It never gets old, repeat it anytime we come in contact. My word is bond, no need for written contract. Here to uplift, give support when it's needed. Hope you get the message and actually act upon it. I'm your comrade, family, brother, I hope you feeling me. Shouldn't be ashamed, conversation is therapy. Open up, pour your heart out, free your mind. Then we'll get up, celebrate and ride out in the sunshine.
And if ever you're in trouble, know you got me. Cause we're family in the struggle, so you got me. And I'm always down the ride, you can call me. When nobody's by your side, you know I'll be. And if ever you're in trouble, know you got me. Cause we're family in the struggle, so you got me. And I'm always down the ride, you can call me. When nobody's by your side, you know I'll be. And you know, you can count on me. I'll be there. I'll be there. And you know, you can count on me. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Afraid, I will hold you tight. Then whisper in your ear, it'll be alright. Then, if you're afraid, I will hold you tight. Then whisper in your ear, it'll be alright. If you're afraid, I will hold you tight. Then whisper in your ear, it'll be alright. I said, if you're afraid, I will hold you tight. Then whisper in your ear, it'll be alright.
We're gonna make it through. Always remember I'm there for you. We're gonna make it through. Always remember I'm there for you. We're gonna make it through. Always remember I'm there for you. We're gonna make
Hey. What's good, everybody? You know what it is, man. It's your boy, DJ Coast, and we in here on Denver Open Media Radio, 92.9 on your FM dials, or we're streaming online at denver.open.media. But you guys already know this because you can hear my voice, and you guys are already tapped in, and that's what's up, all right? So I'm going to tell you right now, man, we have a crazy show planned for y'all tonight, man. I don't got one, I don't got two, I got three special guests in the building, man, and tonight is about to be live, okay? Live for real. I know it's radio, so y'all can't see me, but I am proudly rocking my Coach Prime hoodie tonight because we got a very special guest, man. First things first, we got to get to the big man in the building. He's a Colorado Buffalo. He's a senior. He's a team captain, and he's about to go to the NFL and blow stuff up, all right? My man, Quinn Perry, is in the building. Q, thank you for taking the time out, dog. I appreciate you, man.
Me. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to speak to the public.
Hey, no doubt. And then not only that, man, not only do I got a CU Buff live and in the building, right, but I got the next R&B star to represent for Denver and his manager in the building, man. I got my man, Mike's Paradize, in the building, yes, and his boy Cody as well. Yo, hey, thank you guys for coming in, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
It's a pleasure, man. I appreciate every opportunity.
No doubt. See, man, don't be shy. Say what up to the people, man.
How's it going?
There we go. Listen, man, it's going to be a packed house tonight. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm going to talk to my man Q about what it's like to be a Buff, what's going down in Boulder with Coach Prime showing up, how is he getting ready for the NFL, and, some other things, because as you guys know, right here on Denver Open Media Radio, the box is all about sports and music, man. So we're going to find out who's my man's listening to, who is he bumping, whose shows is he popping up on, you know what I'm saying? Hey, maybe who his favorite female rapper is, right? Like, who maybe he got like a poster or something up in the dorm. Who knows? You never know. We'll find out. We're going to find out. You know your boy Coast, man. I'm always going to ask the good questions. I got you. Plus, obviously, like I said, we're going to talk to my guys Mike's, and we got to talk about the NFL playoffs, man. We was just talking about the Cowboys. What happened, Cowboy fans? What happened, bro? Dak, my guy, bro. I don't see you doing that weird whip hip thing no more, bro. Like, you done, bro. You got time, so if you want to come on the show, we can make that happen. You feel me? So, got to talk about some NFL playoffs. The Nuggets are still the best team in the West, and I love to see it. My boys, they did lose last night to the Thunder, but that's okay. Because we had game and a half up on the Grizzlies. And speaking of the Grizzlies, they might be losing because they can't get focused, man. They don't know if they're trying to beat the Lakers or if they're trying to fight Uncle Shannon. You feel me? Like, we about to talk about that as well. A lot of stuff to talk about, as well as, man, you know how we always come. Always got the jams pumping for you guys tonight. I got new music from my man Otis and Hashman. You guys just heard that to start the show off. I also have a new song from my man Lodi Trail off of his brand new album that just got dropped just like a couple days ago. And I also got a new song from my man Sav the Lord out in Springs, Colorado Springs. Stand up, man. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all. Plus, we also got some new music from my man Mike's Paradize, all right? So we're going to be bumping music. We're going to be talking about sports. We're going to be doing all of the things that y'all know what the box is all about, baby. So this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to take one more song break. When we come back, I'm talking to my man Q right now. We're going to talk about some Buffs football, Coach Prime, and all of the things, all right? So don't go anywhere. This is the box. And, I got some jams for you, man. Here goes some Toussaint Lorenz right here for your ears, man. Keep it locked. This is the box. Let's go.
You doing a whole lot of this. I'm doing a whole lot of that. Big foot stepping like a Sasquatch. Walk in the room and they back off. Cause you doing a whole lot of this. And I'm doing a whole lot of that. Big drip dropping like a Mad Dry. Getting to the money like it's that white. You doing a whole lot of this. I'm making a whole lot of hits. You acting a whole lot of bitch. I'm digging a whole lot of. When I get rich, red carpet just a roll out my wrist. Like you rich. Yeah. Baby, tell him I'm miss. Yeah. She like, oh, you brought dude. Yeah. Not bad for a misfit. Yeah. You ain't seen nobody that's anointed before. It's beautiful the way they joining the boy. And I heard they mad because I get to the bag. Tell them that's okay with me, cause I done been a disappointment before. I swear I've been a disappointment before. That's deja vu, parlez-vous, my beaucoup. Voulez-vous, what a view, merci beaucoup. You doing a whole lot of this. I'm I'm doing a whole lot of that, Bigfoot stepping like I'm Sasquatch. Walk in the room and they back off. Cause you doing a whole lot of this, and I'm doing a whole lot of that, Big drip dropping like a mad dry. Getting to the money like it's that white. Like I need directions. Life for me's a blessing. I don't feel the stressing. I forgot the question. I was only messing. L just stands for lesson. Fuck your good impression. I'm my own investment. Tell them that they better play that boy. Tell them that they better pay that boy. I'm just trying to get some hit in the back of a Maybach, boy. Put a hand on my chest, tell me lay back, boy. Well, damn, you gotta love the driving shit. Tell them always do it, you ain't never hide the shit. And if I was you too, then I'd probably be mad. Cause the way that I move, take your pride and shit. You doing a whole lot of this. I'm doing a whole lot of that, Bigfoot stepping like I'm Sasquatch. Walk in the room and they back off. Cause you doing a whole lot of this, and I'm doing a whole lot of that, Big drip dropping like a mad dry. Getting to the money like it's that white.
All right, Denver, welcome back, man. It's The Box right here on Denver Open Media Radio. I'm your boy, DJ Coast, and I got some special guests in the building with me tonight, man. So I've been hyping him up enough, man. It's time to get to the man. Like I said, he is a Colorado Buffaloes linebacker. He's a senior. He was a team captain this past season, man, and he's getting ready for the NFL draft, man. Q, I appreciate you coming in, man. Thank you. Yo, man, we're going to just jump right into it because CU has been all over the news, right? We already know what's up. We know who the man of the town is right now. Coach Prime has showed up. I'm pretty sure it was you that I saw when the news broke. I think you put it up on your story. You was like, yo, I wish I had 100%. One more year of eligibility left, right?
It's crazy circumstances. If the opportunity presented itself with another year, I would grab it by the horns. I'd love to play under Coach Prime, but, everything works out the way it is supposed to, and God has a plan for me, and I believe in that strongly, so we're going to work out with what we got.
I love it, man. I love it. So, obviously, like I said, Coach Prime shows up. Everybody makes a big deal out of the team meeting. Were you able to be in that team meeting?
I was. Okay. Coach Prime's going to be a pretty big deal with my NFL recruitment, and he's going to get a lot of scouts to my pro day and everything.
Dope.
And I'm very grateful that he's going to be able to support me with that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see what he's bringing to the city because at the end of the day, I'm a Buff for life. So I want to see what he's going to bring to the table and how the community is going to support him because I see him supporting local businesses a lot. And I also work at this little shoe store called Magoo's, and as soon as they heard he was coming, they threw a welcome Coach Prime on the windows, and I've seen a bunch of other little small stores in the city do that as well. So they're behind him 100%.
Boulder's going crazy right now, man.
Yeah.
We were talking about it just last week, right? Like I was talking about Man Dre Future, and obviously for the the Amazon Prime documentary and that stuff, we saw what Coach Prime did for Jackson. What I think he's going to do for Boulder, obviously we know Boulder's kind of a more upper class, like financially people in Boulder are fine, right? So it's not that necessarily that kind of city. But what Coach Prime going to bring, he's going to bring some swag to Boulder for real. And I'm excited for it, man. For me being a Buffs fan, like I can't wait to see what Coach Prime is doing. But like I said, the media made such a big deal out of, his first initial meeting, right? And telling everybody like, yo, if you ain't ready to compete, go ahead and jump in that portal.
Yeah.
Obviously, without saying names or anything like that, what was the vibe with the teammates that were going to be playing next year for him? Were there some players that were like, what? Like, that's not cool? Or did they understand, like, what he was saying? Because let's keep it 100, right? The Bucks didn't have the year that they wanted this year, right? And they made the change because they weren't winning.
Right.
So, obviously, Coach Prime is bringing that. But what was the vibe, man, with the other players that you could tell?
Before anything said, I think Coach Darrell did a great job with the team he had. He did a good job with building relationships with the guys and leading with what he had, the cards he was dealt with. As far as the players that are still on the team too, I know that they're ready to work. I'm really close with a lot of guys. At the end of the day, they're like family to me. So they're really ready to work, and they're more locked in than I've ever seen them before. To the guys that have entered the portal, they probably see just that he's brought in transfers that he knows he wants to play right away because at the end of the day, guys that transfer in, they don't want to be developed and take a long time to play. They want to come in to play immediately.
Sure.
So certain guys in certain positions, decided to leave, and I don't blame him, because if he's bringing those guys in, they're probably not even in the consideration anymore.
Right.
So, guys made smart decisions for what's best for their future and their career, and they don't have any hate towards the situation that's at hand, because they don't have any control of who's the head coach.
Right.
So, the guys who left, and the guys who are still there, I talk to them every day. I see them every weekend, every day almost, and they're excited to work. And they had their first couple workouts the last couple of days, and they've been getting after it. So
he's like, dang, Coach Prime working
and he got new strength staff too. So I'm really happy to see the development that they're going to go under these next couple months before the season.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. Again, as a Bucs fan, I love to hear that, right? I love, Coach Prime already kind of maybe putting some foots in some butts and saying, it's time to win.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, we've seen it on, I've been seeing everything, right? Every single time they post, I'm watching the whole video from getting in, whether it's them in the cafeteria eating breakfast or whether it's team meetings. But I loved that he was like, yo, bro, this ain't a 3-4 year project. We're here to win next year.
Right. And you probably saw the video of them posting that all the guys stood up talking about, we're ready to win now. We're ready to go right now. So that's exactly what you're talking about.
Was you in that meeting too with all the new coaches?
No. I was just in there the first meeting. I met Coach Hart and the DB coach as well. Coach Hart's the linebacker coach that's going to be working with the guys. He's a great individual. I was also at the College Gridiron Showcase a couple weeks ago, and the linebacker coach that was doing our position work is friends with Coach Hart, and he spoke a little bit about his past, how they met, and Coach Hart's just a great guy, and I know on defense they'll be taught very well by a great coach.
Yeah, speaking of defense, right, we just seen it seems like every single week, man, Coach Prime give me something new to talk about, right? He flips 5-star recruit Carmani McClain, man. I was talking about it last week. I said it's going to happen, y'all. Just be ready. He flips him from Miami, and again, this is a big deal because obviously we saw what he did with Travis Hunter last year, number 1 recruit last year. Now he got the number 1 recruit cornerback this year. So we already know it's Coach Prime, so obviously he gonna have the DBs looking nice, looking ready. But yeah, to see him flip somebody like Carmani McClain without even coaching the game yet, that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
So now, right, as we all know, what comes with all of the love and attention with Coach Prime, a lot of hate starting to come towards the Bucs, right? People are already jaw-jacking, they're not going to win. Coach Prime hasn't proven at this level, blah, blah, blah. But, right, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
right. And it was cool for me. I got to deal with Carmani a little bit. Being that I'm kind of a local guy, some coaches asked for me to give my insight and opinions on what's going on with the school. I was actually with Carmani Friday and Saturday last week.
Nice.
Kind of just got to feel his vibes out and everything, and he loves the city. He's a great football player at the end of the day. So he's ready to work, and he's got another year, I'm pretty sure, in high school till he comes out. I'm pretty sure.
No, he's a senior, man. He's here next year.
I thought he was class of 24. But
he's a little skinny.
That's okay.
But yeah, they're gonna put some weight on him.
With the coaches they got now, they're ready to get him going.
For sure.
He's a great football player, and the Coach Prime attracts that. And, what he said in his commitment video, he's ready to be coached by the best, and he's one of the best in high school. So it'll be a great matchup.
No doubt. Speaking from a player's point of view, right? You've seen Coach Prime come in. He brought the sports cards in. He's doing the whole photo shoots and stuff like that. From a player's aspect, if that's how Coach Tucker would have recruited you, you think that's cool, or you're like, yeah, that's a little too flashy for me?
I'm not a big flashy guy.
Okay.
I love playing football, just getting after it. So when he recruited me, I'm pretty sure he knew that. And you see that more with SEC schools, like Oklahoma does it, Alabama does it, schools like that. They bring in Ferraris and Lambos. I'm a huge car guy, so that'd be cool to see.
Yeah.
But I like to get to the nitty gritty and know what your scheme looks like, what your coaches look like, the situation I'm in, the city, the surrounding areas. So some players might enjoy that nowadays, especially with this generation. You see a lot more 7-on-7 stuff going on with glasses and ski masks and towels and gloves.
Chains,
which at the end of the day, I don't really care about all that stuff. I'd like to meet you in the A gap and see what you're talking about there.
Hey.
But yeah, this generation, I'm sure they love that kind of stuff because the photo shoots is what the visit's all about when kids come to visit. So,
yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I feel you on that. But my boy said, yo, let me see you in that A gap. Right? Let's see what that clap like. You feel me? All right. I'm feeling that, man. I love that. All right. So I mentioned it. You've been with the Bucs for now 3 years. 4 seasons.
I came in 19, yes, sir.
Okay, right. You were recruited by Mel Tucker.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Buff fans have a very wishy-washy feel about Coach Mel just because of the way he left. But we ain't going to talk about that, man. But obviously him leaving and you being a Buff, what made you want to stay to be a Buff? Because you could have easily followed him to Michigan State.
Yes, sir.
But you chose to stay in Boulder. I want to know why.
From the second I stepped foot on campus, I felt the love from Buff Nation. They've given me nothing but support, even in my hard seasons and, that 2020 COVID season where I played against Texas, the most snaps I have in my career so far. I didn't play how I wanted to, and I was very young in the college game. And they've even patted my back and shown me nothing but love and supported me throughout the whole process. So, like I said, the second I stepped on campus here, it was nothing but love. And I've been under the wing of guys like Nate Landman, who have also had the opportunity to transfer, and he's such a high-value linebacker. He could have went anywhere in the country he could have asked for it, but he told me just stick to the process, and that's kind of been my whole thing. Coming out of high school, I was recruited, but my grades didn't follow, so I had to go the community college route, and a lot of people wrote me off their boards. Some of my own friends even said that I need to get ready to work a 9-to-5 job. Which is fine. They're not my friends anymore for a reason. I have my brothers back at home, BT, Nate, Jimmy, all the guys, Malcolm, they're my family. So they, remind me every day of what's going on and why I need to do the things I do because I want to take care of my family and make them not be able to work another day.
I love it.
And Buff Nation really supported me 100%. I'm actually in a group chat with a bunch of the fans on Instagram. And, I talk to them every day. I try to give them little insights without letting them know, the inside information. So, just the wholehearted support that they've given me since I was a young kid and helped me, shape into an adult has been nothing but the best. So
that's dope.
Love them.
And my man said, "Yo, don't call me for tickets, y'all wasn't with me, so don't call me.
Right.
Don't call me for the draft party. None of that."
Right.
And you said Nate Landman, man, he's out in Atlanta playing for the
Super
Falcons.
Proud of him. I watch every game of his. I text him every game, video him every game.
That's dope.
It's my brother for life, for real.
For sure.
That's what's up.
Hey, man, I love that. All right, so came to campus, fell in love with the fans, fell in love with the atmosphere. Ralphie, I'm sure, right?
Man,
Ralphie's dope.
Yeah, I got to pet her a little bit, and last season she came to a couple practices, so seeing Ralphie firsthand is crazy.
All right, so I got to ask you, man, since you've been here, right, 4 seasons, clearly you love being a Buff. Can you tell me, man, what do you have a favorite game or a favorite moment that really sticks out when you look back?
For sure, I got a couple. So my first time ever running out in Maha Stadium in 2019 was, I got the chills.
Yeah, the Maha Showdown.
I didn't play in that game because I was still, not as knowledgeable in college football, but running out and just feeling the energy and everything from the stadium and I cried running out on the field because it's everything I've worked for my whole life. It's finally here.
Right.
This season, I would say also a great feeling is game 1 against TCU, running out and seeing that stadium packed to the brim, even outside. Walking through the stadium, and we would do the Buff Walk before the game.
Yeah.
That's a great feeling. Just, chills running through the body. You get to really feel the vibe of Buff Nation. Also, my first time playing in an academy game against Air Force, seeing those 4,000 cadets and all those Air Force guys, thank you for your service as well. They get pretty rowdy. They are over there throwing each other around in the stands. And I had a cool moment with my teammate, Marvin Ham. He's riding a bike, and they're over there chained at him, chirping it up with him.
Right.
But that's a great feeling. And it was pouring rain. I love playing in weather. So that's just one for the books, in my opinion. And all those guys are great individuals. You got to chop it up with them. Running back, quarterback, they're great guys too. So got a lot of great moments.
Right. Plus, I'm sure, right, you racking up 17 tackles, leading the team in tackles that game, bro. You was getting it against the Falcons.
Good shit right there.
Appreciate it. That was a fun game.
I watched that game. I was like, who is 12? They can't block this dude.
My noggin got a little shook up, but, that's part of the game.
You was getting after it, okay? Air Force got the win. We'll give them that. But listen, man, my man Q was getting it, okay? 17 tackles, that ain't – and it wasn't no let me push you out of bounds, man. He was laying the wood, okay? So, I'm glad you brought that up because I remember that game, and no lie, I was like – bro, who is 12? Where did this guy come from? And what's crazy is, right, so you was 3rd on the team in tackles this year, right? Last year you was 2nd on the team in tackles. So you obviously been doing your thing. And the team felt that because they named you a team captain at the beginning of the season.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me, man, what did that mean to you? Because and before you answer, I'm sorry. how does that process work? Is it a team vote? Is
Team
it
voted,
coaches?
yeah. So they gave at the end of fall camp, they gave out a little flyer. It was I forget if it was a couple of names that were chosen, but I'm pretty sure it was write down your top 4 players.
Yeah.
It was a little like an index card style paper.
Sure.
They had lines and everything. It was fill your name out and give me your top 4 picks for team captain.
That's dope.
So luckily the team voted me, Casey, Brady, and T Lane captain. And it was pretty. We had a lot of votes, so it's pretty unanimous. The feeling that the guys trust me to go out every day and represent them is an amazing feeling, and that they trust me to represent the team to the best of my ability. And I wouldn't have chosen any other guys to go out there every Saturday with next to me to to decide the fate of our games. Obviously, it didn't go the way we wanted to.
Right.
But the fact that I got to represent Buff Nation every Saturday with the big C on my jersey is a big deal, and I'm very grateful that they trusted me with all that.
Hey, without a doubt, man. And like you said, it speaks volumes when your own peers are like, nah, man, that's our guy.
Right. Yes,
that's
sir.
the guy that we want. That's the guy that we look to. So, yeah, I'm sure that was definitely a big thing to you. Let's talk a little bit more about Coach Prime, man. I want to include you guys a little bit into this because you guys are big college football fans as well. So like we said, man, Coach Prime is here. He's doing all this crazy recruiting. He's doing all of these things, man, and he's talking about winning right now. All right, he's a lot of transfers, and for people that don't follow a lot of crazy college football, right? Obviously, you got high school recruits, right? Guys fresh out of high school coming on, and most of those guys, almost all of them, are not going to play the first year. But now that the transfer portal is different, you got guys that are sophomores and juniors, some of them are seniors, and they ready to go, right? And they've played. He's got guys from Arkansas, Michigan. So he's getting players that are ready to play at the Big 5 level.
Right.
I want to know what you think, Cody, man. How you think the Buffs going to do next year, man? Right out the gate. What's a realistic number?
And be honest, too. If you just because I'm sitting there,
don't pay attention to the giant football player to your left over here.
So I think it'll be a struggle, honestly, at first. Just kind of coming from like a little bit of a football background myself. I really think that at first – that first year, it's going to be a real struggle because that's what it is. Whenever you get a new coaching staff in there and you get a new, different people that are not used to the same structure but still learning a whole new kind of playbook, really even, you know what I mean? So I think I've been looking at everything. I think like four wins.
4 wins?
Yeah.
All right. It's an improvement from one.
Now I do think 1 or 2 of those wins though, they could be 1 or 2 more than that. But it'll be like some coming from behind kind of stuff.
Okay.
It's just hard for me to believe certain teams because TCU, they just got done playing in the national championship.
Our schedule ain't no joke.
Right. It ain't no cake.
Right. 100%, yeah. That first game is pretty much the telltale sign of the whole season.
But I do think it will set the tone for the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what they need to do when they get in there. Just really set that tone right off the bat.
Definitely.
It's just really about building chemistry.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
What you think, Mike?
Chemistry, man.
Give me a number though, dog. I want to know a number. What you think? How many wins? C is saying 4 wins.
I say for like 6.
6 wins.
6.
All right, so that means we bowl
even
eligible.
might break even. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so
I
6 and 6.
think for sure bowl eligibility.
Okay, so 6
I think
wins.
they got weapons coming in that are ready to ball right away. They got a lot of Jackson State guys that have a book behind them they've been great guys, and they're all Americans in their respective years playing before that. But like I said, it could go either way.
It could.
Maybe there's a piece missing to the puzzle where they think that something should be one way, but it should be another way. But when they get that team chemistry down, they'll be a force to be reckoned with. For me, it's hard to put a number on it because I want to see them go 12-0.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And last season, I thought we were going to go 12-0 because I believe we can win every game. But
I think it just starts, with one game at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you gotta.
100%.
That's really what it's about. And then when you take, even if you do win the first one or when you win the first one. It's all about carrying the same momentum to the next game. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So that's what I truly believe, coming from a football background, towards having that team chemistry. As long as you can get that in the off season and everybody's on the same page.
Exactly, because
you know what I mean?
happens.
Exactly,
Man.
exactly. And then the train just keeps moving. You know what I mean? So
right.
All right, Q. So obviously you want him to go 12-0.
Of course.
That would be amazing.
Of course.
Right? And if that happens, like, listen, my head will explode. Okay, if the Bucks go 12-0, your boy
upset
Coach
for sure.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, because again, so I've been a Bucks fan since I was a little kid, man. And I'm really showing my age here, but I was around. And I remember, I was little, but I remember our 1990 national championship, okay? So I know I've seen a lot of great players rock the black and gold, okay? And I've gone to hundreds of games before. I've seen Coach Barnett in the 2000s when we put it on Nebraska. I remember the 90s. Even the 1 year with Coach Mel, like, I remember all of these things. So there is nobody that would be more excited than your boy if we could go 12-0. But honestly, I think you guys kind of hit it, man. 6 wins, bowl eligible.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, if Coach Prime wins 6 games
build him a statue.
And goes bowl eligible in his first year.
Sure.
Listen, we cracked, I believe we cracked the top 25 for a recruiting class with our transfers and high school recruits. And that's without Coach Prime coaching a single game and coming off a 1-win season.
Right.
If Coach Prime can win 6 games next year, we are going to have a top 5 recruiting class next year. People that are considering Alabama, USC, Texas, they're going to be like, well, what the is going on in Boulder? I need to see what that's about. Because if Coach Prime could turn a 1-team win around in 1 year, bro, next year is going to be crazy. What my biggest fear is, they're going to win a bunch the second year, and then the real big offers, Florida State or, who knows, are going to come rolling in with that fat blank check and being like, yo, Coach Prime, how much you want to make? And I hope Coach Prime loves it here in Colorado enough that he wants to stick around for at least 3 to 4 years. But I'm not going to lie, man. I have the fear that he wins 2, right? He has great success in the first 2 years, and he starts getting crazy offers, and he's like, yeah, dog, I got to go see what the SEC is all about or the ACC, or I got to go coach my alma mater, right, Florida State. I hope that's not what happens, and I'm not trying to bring bad juju on my Buffs, okay, knock on wood. But I just got to be realistic because, Coach Prime has never been shy about saying, yo, if a better opportunity come, I'm going to go. And he didn't sit here and say, yo, I'm going to be a Buff for life or I plan on staying here for X amount of years or anything like that.
And Coach Tuck even did that too when he tweeted that out the day before he left. So you never know, man.
Exactly.
Money talks.
It does. It does. And it talks extremely loud.
Right.
I do think, though, it's all about buying into the program and buying into what you're believing at the same time, though, because if you can walk and talk at the same time like that, it's prime time we talking here. You know what I'm saying? It's a brand all by itself. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, as long as everybody is buying into what he's saying and everybody believes and is actually doing what they need to do, anything's possible. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I think he, as long as, things go the way he wants it to, if he can build a whole community and a whole program the way he wants it,
exactly,
he won't have a reason to leave.
And that's that real South stuff.
Right there.
Real talk. Real talk. All right, guys, let's do this, man. We've been talking about some sports a lot, and this is a sports and music show. So we're going to take a 2-song break. When we come back, man, I got more with my man Q right here. We got to talk about what made him pick football, because if I'm correct, this wasn't exactly your first love in the sports thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to definitely find out what made him choose football. And, of course, man, we got to talk to him about some music, man. I want to know what was in the ride coming from Boulder to Denver, you feel me? I want to know what gets him pumped up to get in the A-gap and let you know he about that action. You feel me? I want to know what pumps my man up. So we're going to talk about that when we come back. But right now, man, I got a brand new song from my boy Sav the Lord. He's coming out of Colorado Springs, man. Shout out to Colorado Springs. Me and my man Riaga was out there this Saturday. We rocked a show for Swizzy B at the Black Sheep. It was dope, man. We got a lot of love. The place was packed, and I met a lot of dope artists right here. My man Sav the Lord. The song is called Going Up. Yo, Mile High City, baby. Turn this up. When we come back, more with my man Q from the Colorado Buffaloes. Let's go.
Yeah, got the club going up. Yeah, I'm feeling it tonight. Say that you don't like it, why you lie like that? I be with the squad, dark night, all black like the pad with my hat back. Posted like a thumbtack, cooling, scoping out the views, catching all the cues from the trying to choose. Ain't trying to make the news, just wanna do what it do. With no strings attached like a Velcro shoe. Ooh, let's skip the detailing. She wanna cruise on my ship like a sailing. I mean, I couldn't pass, so I guess I'm failing. She said her name was Helen. Now I'm in Helen. Savin' this bitch, make him go stupid. Got the club going up, going up. Ain't no drama in this, so don't be stupid. All my dogs throw it up, throw it up. We spread love in this, something like Cupid. Bartender, pull it up, pull it up. It's Savin' this bitch, make him go stupid. All my ladies, show me love, show me love. Show that, show that. You better show that. If you got a fat ass, gon' throw that, throw that, throw that. Yeah. Show that, show that, you better show that. If you got a fat ass, gon' throw that, throw that, throw that, yeah. And I'ma catch that, I need more than one, where the rest at? I'm where they point if you ask where the best at. She request that, she wanna test that, bet that. And she loving it, say she wanna lick my lollipop on some sucker shit. Say she want me in too deep, undercover shit. Smooth like Shaggy on my Mr. Lover shit. Them boys is lame, we not the same. I'm Hall of Fame, they not in the game. I'm off the chain, flow too insane. And if you don't know, bet your girl know my name. Savin' this bitch, make him go stupid. Got the club going up, going up. Ain't no drama in this, so don't be stupid. All my dogs throw it up, throw it up. We spread love in this, something like Cupid. Bartender, pull it up, pull it up. It's Savin' this, make him go stupid. All my ladies, show me love, show me love. Show that, show that, you better show that. If you got a fat ass, gon' throw that, throw that, throw that, yeah. Show that, you better show that. If you got a fat ass, gon' throw that, throw that, throw that, yeah.
I know y'all was rocking with that, man. Shout out to my man Sav the Lord for blessing us with that one, man. The song was called "Going Up." I know y'all was feeling it. So yeah, man, we here in the studio, man. I got my man Cody Cross with his artist Mike's Paradize in the building, and then of course, man, I got Colorado Buffalo linebacker. He's a team captain. All of the things, man. My man Quinn Perry is in the building as well. And yo, we just chopping it up right about some football. We gonna talk about some music here in a second, but. Q, I did some research on you, my guy, all right? And football was not, I don't want to say it's not your first love, but that was not the first sport that you excelled at. Can you, I mean, you a rugby guy?
Yeah, rugby's, I cannot say football and rugby started at the same time for me.
Okay.
My friend Jack Gibb, his family's from England. And his dad was our football coach, our Prop 1 coach at Santa Monica Vikings back in California.
There you go.
So he saw me play football and he was like, yo, you need to come try rugby. My mom at first was like, ha, no way. Because she looked it up, and, I mean, her family's part Irish, so they know all about it.
Sure.
And at first, I didn't even know what rugby was. So started out really young. I believe it was U8 Santa Monica Rugby. I've been playing rugby for years. I just stopped right before I came out here. I started playing club. From there, excelled with the team. We won state championship or Southern California championship, 17-0.
Yeah.
It was a great year. From there, we kind of got some publicity. I became a SoCal Griffin, which is kind of like the touring side for the area. From there, a guy by the name of Salty Thompson, who's a great man. He's part of the USA Rugby Academy.
Okay.
And he coaches a bunch of USA national teams. He started this thing called Eagle Impact Rugby Academy, ERA for short. Which is kind of like an AAU basketball team where they travel a lot. And we did the first ever U16 tour to British Columbia, Canada, and we gave it to them. It was a really good side. I mean, I grew up playing against guys, Patrick Madden, Ryan James, Sefo Mailangi, the Tavai brothers. There's a bunch of them. Even his brother plays at San Diego State. He's All-American.
Okay.
And we all came together, played on that side. From there, I was luckily blessed enough to have an opportunity to try for the USA team. I made the team after some trials and tribulations, so I've been playing for the USA since I was about 11 years old. and got some respective accolades. And then I was blessed enough to play for the USA under-20 team. Got to travel to play against Canada, and I think I was 18 then.
Nice.
And I was also, that's when they kind of took me under the wing, because they take some guys and they want them to develop in the national team program when they're younger so they can see how it works. And I was one of those guys, along with my friend Ruben DeHaas, who's a great USA Eagle. That's the team mascot, and he plays overseas now. He's a great player. His family's from South Africa. So I played for the USA under-20 team for like 2 years, and just loved it. I mean, I went to winter camp, which is in Chula Vista, California.
Okay.
And I got invited to try out for the Olympic team, for the USA Olympic rugby team.
All right. So my man is being like real humble about this, but did you hear what he just said? Okay, he got asked to represent our country in the Olympics to play rugby. Okay, that doesn't mean that like he casually picks up a rugby football or whatever and just trucks some people from time to time from around the way. Okay, this man really does this, and that's why he had 17 tackles against Air Force. Okay, he is not shy about getting contact. So rugby is I mean, I don't want to say it's football without pads, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, I like to tell people it's a mixture between football and soccer, just without pads.
Right. I mean, these boys are laying the wood on each other, okay? If you don't know about rugby, YouTube is your friend, and I promise, if you like contact, if you like seeing people run into each other, you will love rugby, because all these boys are built like houses, and then they're just running into each other with no regard whatsoever. I'm telling you right now, no way in hell would you ever get me on a rugby field, bro. I wouldn't play rugby with middle schoolers, okay? Because I already know, like, if you play rugby, you're just one of those, like, we all knew those kids growing up, right? Where you're just like, dog, homeboy is wildin', okay? He will fight any and everybody. Or he's just rough all the time, right? You guys would just be at the crib, like, doing sleepovers, and he just wanted to jump off the couch and elbow people in the face. Like, those are rugby players, okay? I imagine that's the kind of kid Q was growing up.
It was a little crazy.
Yeah, he put you in a headlock and, like, choke you out, and then afterwards he's like, hey, man, I'm sorry, dog.
Right.
Like, let's be friends. Here go a cupcake or something, right?
And that's how rugby is, too. You go against the opposite team for, I forget now, I think it's like 80 minutes or not, because I haven't played in so long, but however odd long minutes, and then you go after, and you're traditionally supposed to, go to the pub and get a beer with one another and just chop it up like your best friend. So that's just the rugby tradition.
Right. All right, man, so here's my question, right? You have played rugby at arguably the highest level, right? I mean, you're asking Olympics, right? It don't get bigger than that. You've played Division I, Power 5 conference football. In your opinion, man, who's tougher? Football players or rugby players?
That is a hard question. I get asked a lot. So I'll give you a little bit of both.
All right.
Rugby it requires a lot more fitness because you're running up and down the field for so long.
Right.
And there's obviously a physical aspect around that. Football is the most smash-mouth sport I've ever played in my life. Rugby, I would say, is more of a technical sport. You want to use a lot of technique when you're tackling. There's proper techniques and proper angles of attack. You want to go to a guy's. There's a technique my coach taught me. It's called cheek to cheek. You want to put your face cheek on their butt cheek, and then from there, wrap the knees up because the ankles and the knees are only so small. The upper half of guys can be however big they want them to be.
Right.
But football, it's crazy. I mean, you're just ducking your head and smacking people, and you could get blindsided from anywhere. And I mean, like I said, there's an aspect to both that's very hard because under a lot of fatigue in rugby stuff, technique starts to go out the window. So you're just at the end of the day just running and smacking against people. Football, I mean, like I said, it's just crazy. So if I had to pick one, that's hard because I'm going to piss off some people in both departments.
Yeah, man, you're going to have some boys back home like, what?
I would probably say football.
Okay.
Because there's a element of protection, so people don't care about their body.
Yeah. So that was going to actually be my next question. We see all of these rule changes always in the NFL and college, right? And they're changing it, trying to make it safe for the players, which is good, obviously, because we don't want guys turning into vegetables by playing football.
Yeah.
But that being said, how much do you think the game would change if they took away pads and helmets
in football?
Yeah.
A lot, you wouldn't see guys ducking their head and running through gaps the way that they do now. For sure, they'd be more tentative of where guys are coming from, and there'd be a lot more finesse involved in the sport. And I know there's a league where that's a thing. It's
they do it.
It's something, but they're crazy. And they be
For
going
real.
all out
Yeah,
still.
those guys are kind of crazy.
But there's always going to be those guys like my boy Chance Main is just a diesel truck and does not care about his body. I mean, I've seen that man hit somebody and do front flips and land in my lap, and he's like, "Let's do it again. I don't care."
And you're like, bro, chill.
I'm like, dog, do you know what just happened to you? But I think if pads were taken out of football, it'd be a lot. I would say it's safer.
Okay.
Because there would be, like I said, a technical aspect to it where guys want to take care of their bodies.
I got you. All right, man. So to wrap up kind of the sports stuff, right? You're a senior. First and foremost, you graduated, got your diploma. What's your major, man?
Psychology major. Psychology major, communications minor.
Yo, let's give it up for my man Q for that. For real.
Thank you. Appreciate
Listen, man, whatever this man does on the football field, that's dope, and I wish him nothing but the best. But for you to have a college degree, yo, that's succeeding in life.
Thank you.
That's not just sports, man. That's life stuff, right? That should be goals for everybody, man. So congratulations, and yo, well deserved, I'm
Thank
sure,
you so
right?
much. Appreciate
So
it.
that's dope. You're a senior. You're done with the bus, man. You moving on. I know you said that you are doing like almost an every single day regimen, training for the draft. We're hoping that you get a invite to the combine, but if not, that it didn't stop Philip Lindsay. And he is honestly, he might be my favorite Buff of all time.
That's a great
and he's
choice.
definitely one of my favorite Broncos of all time, even though he only played for a little bit. So obviously, whether you get invited to the combine or not, right? It ain't gonna stop you. I can already tell.
Yes, sir.
But obviously now some things have changed, and you got more than just one option, man. It ain't just the NFL or bust, or like go over to Europe or whatever and play NFL Europe, right? XFL is about to start.
Yeah,
the
most
USFL is going to start. Are those things in the back of your mind? Like obviously the NFL is the main goal, and that's where you want to go. But if for some weird chance it doesn't work out that way, are these things options, or are you just like, nah, man, I'm NFL or nothing?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I love playing football. That's my passion. That's where my heart's at. XFL, USFL, it's all also doorways to other opportunities. You get to meet great guys. Like I was at this thing called the College Gridiron Showcase. It was in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
And I met a former Buff who was a coach on, I believe it was a USFL team, the Houston, I forget the name of the team.
Okay.
But also
the Gamblers.
Yeah, but my my DC coach Chris Wilson, and I believe my assistant linebacker coach moved to full-time position coach Jeff Smart. I'm pretty sure he's on the staff over there as well.
Cool.
So I mean, if NFL doesn't work out, I'm willing to other options as well because I love football. And of course, if NFL doesn't work out, rugby's also there for me too.
Hey, there you go, man. But yo, we're gonna see my man Q on Sundays. Okay.
Hopefully so.
It's gonna happen.
Yes,
I believe it. Just talking to you, man, and obviously doing my research on you, being a Buffs fan. Like I said, man, there ain't no cap, dude. The Air Force game, you caught my attention, and after that, I was like, yo, where 12 at? Because he about to do something.
Thank you.
So that's what's up, man. Obviously, right, the correct PC answer is anybody who drafts you will be dope. But do you have a favorite team growing up, man? Like you from Cali?
Yeah, of course. So
don't say the Raiders.
No.
Okay.
No hate to my Raiders.
That's the Bronco
though,
fan in me.
No hate to my Raiders though. Las Vegas would be crazy,
right?
My parents are from the East Coast, so my dad's always been a New England fan. I know, so I get a lot of hate because Brady and stuff. But growing up, I was a New England fan. But I also like the high speed pace of the Seahawks growing up too.
Okay.
Although teams have changed, I'm a big Rams guy.
Yeah.
I know all my guys back home are about to flame me for what's going on, but I'm a big Rams guy. But I also like Brady, and my favorite linebacker is also on the Bucs right now, in Mr. White. So
all right.
I like a few teams. I'm not really a diehard fan for one team, but I am a big Rams fan, and Bobby Wagner's also one of my favorite linebackers too. So locked in with the Rams.
All right, we locked in with the Rams. All right, so we'll see what pops off.
Yes,
Me
sir.
personally, man, my Broncos need some help at linebacker.
I'm already knowing.
So, I mean, I'm sure it'd be nice to go back to Cali and all, but the Broncos. I mean, we got these new owners. They got kind of deep pockets.
I'm grateful to go anywhere, though.
I feel you.
I got a favorite team, but any team that gives me the opportunity to play under their name, I'd be grateful to play anywhere.
No doubt. All right, man. So, like I said, the premise of this show is to talk to sports guys about music and music guys about sports. Well, we have talked your ear off about some sports, man. But, I mean, rightfully so. Like, how are we not going to talk about football with a football player? You feel me? But what I want to know is, man, who is in the headphones? Who is getting you pumped up before games? Who did you listen? Start off, right?
Okay.
Right? Who was in the ride? Because I seen the car, too. I ain't going to say what kind of car you had. I don't try to put you on blast. But I know the whip is kind of nice. I seen you on the IG with it, okay? Who was in the whip on the ride to Denver?
Okay, so I go to Denver pretty early, and me and all my friends have a rule, like no rap music before 10 a.m. because that's crazy. Like, if you listen to hardcore rap at 10 in the morning, you got to be psycho.
All right. You a
so I listen to a lot of Rod Wave. And I'm going to shout out my friend Nate because he does not like him, but he's crazy.
Right.
I listen to a lot of Rod Wave and R&B music, but Rod Wave is one of my top artists, but that's the way up here pretty much, Rod Wave the whole way. Or, some classics. I'll throw on a little 90s playlist,
Hey.
Been around the world and I go crazy,
I see.
Man, and my dad listens to it on Sirius XM. He's got a little playlist, so I'm always with him listening to that.
I love it. Well, listen, man, I'm out here making connections, okay? Because we got an R&B artist in the building.
Big time.
So we got to get some Mike's Paradise in the playlist for tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
We're gonna
big vibes.
We're going to get that cracking, man. We got some Mike for you guys here coming up. All right, so no hip-hop before 10. That's an interesting rule. I'm going to keep it real with you, man. I'm an old head, so I listen to hip-hop any time of the day I damn well please. But I thought you college kids was just turned up all the time.
Like NBA YoungBoy, I'm sorry, I can't do it.
He's like, nah,
I can't do it.
Early.
I can't.
Down.
He's always mad.
Right.
You feel me?
I can't do it.
Yeah. You don't want to be hyped.
I'm trying to put him on a. I'm like, nah, bro.
I tell you, my boy right here every morning.
Look, he's trying to vouch.
he be blasting that Kevin Gates.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Shout out Jamar.
Hey,
yes, sir.
All the time.
You know
ain't nothing wrong with it. I fuck with Kevin Gates.
Yeah,
but
big time.
I be like, yo, man, can we start the morning off slow? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it's I've been following him since the Pick of the Leader, which is one of his first mixtapes. So I've actually watched him evolve over time. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's real good as far as especially the last one, like Luca Brasi 3, things like that. You can really work out to that. You can really
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And so that's I'm one of those people that if it motivates me to be better, you know what I'm saying? I want to start out with somebody I like, Nipsey Hussle, or something like that. You know what I mean?
All right, so C's turned up in the morning,
right?
But Q is like, let's work.
But I can understand where he's coming from for sure. Because if you wake up and be motivated, it's boom.
Exactly like this.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same.
Into it.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
12 o'clock. Who want it? You know what I'm saying?
So once you've woken all the way up, right, you ready to get turned up, man. Let's say it's game day.
Okay.
Right, we in the locker room, or you doing the buff walk, everyone's got the headphones on. What's getting you jacked up, man?
I got to go with my boy, rest in peace, Draco the Ruler. He's a big-time L.A. rapper.
All right.
I think Impatient Freestyle is my most played song ever. I think it gets over 300 plays. I mean, every month at least.
West Coast vibes.
Yeah. I listen to a lot of Draco the Ruler, Bino Rideau. Guys like that.
All right. So you like that West Coast G stuff.
Yeah.
I feel you. All right, and that's what's getting you jacked up for game day, huh? All right, man. So check this out. We're going to go to make-believe land for a second, all right? So you are you ain't even a promoter, man. You can have any 3 acts you want, dead or alive. It don't matter, man. But to have a concert and you got a front row seat to, man.
Okay.
What are your 3 artists that you would absolutely love to see in concert? Maybe somebody you haven't even seen before.
Okay.
Dead or alive too.
It's gonna be crazy.
All right.
My homies are gonna kill me. So I've been to one Lil Uzi concert. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So for sure, Lil Uzi.
Okay.
I also got to go Draco the Ruler just because his flow is impeccable. And the last one just got to be Nipsey because, I mean, he's, in my opinion, one of the GOATs.
Exactly. All right, so we definitely going to need security at the show.
Oh, my God.
Without a doubt.
It's either ending great or it's getting shot up. So, I mean, it's one of the two.
All right, hey, I could not, again, I know I sound like an old head here, but that's a college answer. That's a college kid answer, okay? Uzi and Nipsey and Draco.
Yeah, I was going to throw James Brown in there. Because I listen to him a lot with my pop.
Yeah, James Brown be getting people, all the old heads turned up too. So I feel you.
Throw the coat on at the end.
Yeah.
Go crazy.
Are there any Colorado artists, man, that are on your radar? Have you gotten a chance to listen to any?
I haven't had the opportunity to, but now, R&B and right next to my right ear.
There you go.
That's going on in the morning.
I got you, man. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna hit you. I might send you a couple of Spotify links with some guys I think you might feel.
I love it. Yes, sir.
I got you, man. All right, y'all. This is what we're gonna do, man. Since we are at the top of the hour, we're gonna take a long music break, man. We've been talking about music, so now it's time to play some. I got some new music from my man Mike's Paradize, as well as some new stuff from my man Lodi Trail. And, of course, we're going to hit you with some Colorado classics. So we're going to take a 4-song break. When we come back, all right, we got to talk some NFL football. I know you guys all been watching the NFL playoffs. The Cowboys are just –
What Cowboys?
Yeah, we're going to talk – exactly.
Roy, what happened?
We're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about it. My man Q's going to stick around for the whole show. And we're going to talk to my guys Cody and Mike as well. So keep it locked right here, man. Here goes some more new music for you. You know what? This is how we're going to do this one, just because this got some West Coast feel. This one right here, man, this is a Colorado classic. This one's from my man Hanzo the Phantom and Megatron. The song is called Guapamole. If you've been listening to the show, you already know how this song go. But if you don't, turn this up because I promise you're going to like this one, all right? This is Denver Open Media Radio, 92.9 FM, 89.3 on your HD3 dials. We are streaming online at denver.open.media, and we are at K225BS and KUVO serving Denver and Boulder, man. This is The Box. Don't go anywhere, y'all. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what y'all know about this guacamole? Hey, stack my avocado, made a big batch of guacamole. Gotta stack my chips, feed the family and the homies. Diamond in the bag, sun roof tops only. Digging in the thing, ain't Shirley wash you. Y'all talking about cheese, but not an ounce of the queso. We trying to talk French, but not your Toyen and pesos. International, dreaming yachts in Barbados. Baddies from Barcelona, breezes where the air is buenos. Safe houses out in Juneau, smoking loud till we Pluto. It's been a light year, but the buzz is crucial. It's been days where being frugal, but now the way I drive got these stuck in neutral. Chef and guacamole, trying to be my pupils, but my swagger linguine, they still on the ramen noodles. I'm my own man now, don't give a fuck about approval. Cut the fat out the system so every component is yours. Big belly eating, guess I'm retaining the pounds. It's yours at every step, they be loving my style. Finesse, there's too much hate in they breast. Tough flow, why you press? If it ain't about a check, you can text. Don't call me main mission, no side quest. Run it up, reinvest in it, we got next. Dab, no jets. If it don't make guacamole, then it don't make sense.
Now we no cap, with a diamond in the back, and we still count racks, no lease. I own that, with a butler and a maid, and a chauffeur and a rake. G-Dub, I'm being frank. Guacamole, open safe, deposit that. Guacamole. Oh yeah, it's Friday. Let's wake up and get paid. Brush your teeth and wash your, cause we got moves to make. I done rose from the mountains to the Golden State. Got me swimming in the lake with all this water around my neck. All these know me, see I'm good in the set. Best in the section, east side to the depth. You either making hits or making history. Champagne in my eyes, pain and jewel for the victory. Arenas Potter with the wizardry. K9 2.0, nigga, that's that vivid imagery. I'm back in my duffery, ain't no limit, G. I do it for my fam and the gang, that's the cavalry. Coming to my city, see the lights up and you'll see. It's gonna take two of you before you have to bury me. In the sun and we just begun. See, I'm loved by many but defined by none. Now we no cap, with a diamond in the back and we still count racks, no lease. I own that. With a butler and a maid and a chauffeur and a rake. G-Dub, I'm being frank. Guacamole, open safe, deposit that. Guacamole.
Yeah, y'all heard him right. Hanzo the Phantom, Guacamole and Megatron, you hear me? Yeah, big C's and green leaves. Y'all get these bad babies on they knees. Yeah, feel that shit.
Hey, yo, J Classic, bring that shit back.
Denver, man, turn this one up, man. It's my man, Mike's Paradize. The song is called Nightfall. Turn it up. Let's go.
Tidal waves of color. I'm happy when with each other. No lacking, the bottle's empty. Giving you all of me, the vibe is empty. Let's create new memories. I'm growing emotional. kind of devotional, watching the angel glow. Kiss and cleanse my soul, when rockin' baby drop low. Don't need none of these toes, the energy show. When we fly, call me a god with that soul flow. When she walks with that smooth flow. Been waiting on you, don't let go. Cause when we high, love it from the beginning. Cause when I'm with you, know I'm winning. Help me understand this feeling. Cause tidal waves of color. I'm happy when with each other. No lacking, the bottle's empty. I'm giving you all of me, the vibe is empty. Let's create new memories. Freedom, new episode, your body is freedom. As I reload the good I'm retrieving. My love explodes, hard to believe in. Because I'm with you. Pray there's no pretending. You coming quick as the night falls. Soon as I call pause, I'm falling in love with you, no lie. Got so much on the inside. When these planets collide, cause tidal waves of color. I'm happy when with each other. No lacking, the bottom's empty. Giving you all of me, the vibe is ending. Let's create new memories. I'm growing emotional, kind of devotional. Watching the angel glow. Kiss and cleanse my soul. When rockin' baby drop low. Don't need none of these hoes, the energy show. Cause when I'm with you, pray no pretending. You coming quick as the night falls. Soon as I call pause, I'm falling in love with you, no lie. Got so much on the inside. When these planets collide, when I'm with you.
Todos los días.
Oh, look, it's the
Puedo
game.
sentirte aquí. Me tienes sentimiento que listo pondré. Te necesito aquí. Cuando estoy sin ti pierdo la cabeza. Te quiero aquí ahora mismo. Te necesito aquí ahora mismo. Te quiero aquí ahora mismo. Te necesito aquí ahora mismo.
Yo sé que habla claro cuando tú me dices que querías algo serio. Aunque no nos quieres jugar el misterio. Yo te quiero, mamita. Quiero que seas mía. Amaneciendo contigo todos los días. Es todo lo que pedía.
Puedo sentirte aquí. Me tienes sentimiento que listo pondré. Te necesito aquí. Estoy sin ti pierdo la cabeza. Te quiero aquí ahora mismo. Te necesito aquí ahora mismo. Te quiero aquí ahora mismo. Te necesito aquí ahora mismo.
De un sonríe,
me ilumino una vez que te veo. Soy feliz, tienes algo que otras mujeres no tienen. Eres mi reina que he estado esperando. Te quiero a ti para siempre.
eres mi reina que he estado esperando. Te quiero a ti para siempre.
Puedo sentirte aquí. Me tienes sentimiento que ni te pondré. Te necesito aquí. Cuando estoy sin ti pierdo la cabeza. Te quiero aquí ahora mismo. Te necesito aquí ahora mismo. Te quiero aquí ahora mismo. Te necesito aquí ahora mismo.
Puedo sentirte aquí.
Me tienes sentimiento. necesito aquí. Cuando no estoy, si ya te pierdo la cabeza. Te quiero aquí, ahora mismo. Te necesito aquí, ahora mismo. Te quiero aquí, ahora mismo. Te necesito aquí, ahora mismo. Puedo sentirte aquí. Dímelo real. Dímelo real.
You brought sunshine to my sky when there was rain.
Bomb, 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 bomb. Bombing on you. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Bombing on you. Bomb, 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 bomb. Bombing on you. Yo, you looking for some trouble? Let me loan you some. Rule of thumb, don't mess with squadron, cause no matter the outcome, we get the job done. We number one. We number one. Yo, feel the force, let me rock you back and forth. Mike matrimony, yo, we never get divorced. Yo, you lost in the sauce, your crew is way off like a dentist in the Bentley. Your ass couldn't floss, you a wine boss. Eat crime, fear for dinner. Small appetizer, I'm beginner. You ain't bigger behind the trigger, how you figure? Yo, you wanna whip it out, mouse turn to simmer. Making sushi out your liver. Messing around with my ninjas, y'all just pretenders. I bet ya, let's break the ice. Apocalypse of your life, I shine bright like a nuclear light, bright and nights and nightlife. Bomb to take flight in mic fights. Wanna survive or one round? I impound your pounds around your whole town. A baby got the ultrasound. New birth was sold by the pound. The watch us get down. Right about now, a funky dialect. Don't ever, never test, always remain fresh. Sleeping on your crew, ayo, I overstep. Got my neck brace warranty, protect your neck, I bet. Already set, go. Let go your ego with my death blow. Silver line the rhyme like a destro. Yo, chill on the block with choose the audio. I give a go, keep it short like Willow. Boost is so well, I run the rack on the low. Your crew's a KO. Yo, I really know, and now you know. Let's go. Ha, yes, y'all. Yo, I came to annoy. I got your hands up like you're getting took at gunpoint. A poor righteous Caesar came to rock the funky joint. A bomb, I'm bombing on you. What you gonna do when we bombing on your crew? Always original, we cripple you. Bomb, hey yo, we bombing on you. You looking for some trouble? Let me loan you some. Rule of thumb, don't mess with squadron, cause no matter the outcome, we get the job done. We number one.
Hey, Denver, man, welcome back to the box right here on 92.9 Denver Open Media Radio. I'm your boy DJ Coast. And, yo, man, we just in here. We talking some sports, man. We chopping it up with football players and R&B artists and managers and all that stuff.
It better not hit my phone.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if y'all can hear this or not. I'm going to guess y'all can. So we're going to stop talking for a minute.
All right.
I think it's the alert that the 49ers are trash.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm playing. They're hard.
Yeah, man. You from Cali, dog.
I'm
better chill. I know there's some 49er fans in the crew somewhere.
I know. I'm playing. Mr.
Right.
Warner, linebacker. Mr. Warner's a top guy right now, so let me chill out.
All right, man. So, yeah, like I said, we got my man Mike's Paradize in the building. We got his manager, Cody Cross, in the building. You guys are relatively new to town. How long y'all have been in Colorado here?
I've been off and on like 5 years.
Okay. What about you, C?
I've been out here probably a little under a year.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you got some new guys. All right. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Normally, I'm not a big fan of transplants. But you guys are good guys, so I'm going to be nice to you, too. But I'm a Colorado native, okay? I got this shit tattooed on my back.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Oh.
I respect it.
But I swear to God, if my rent goes up again in 6 more months, I don't know if I'm going to be as nice to you guys because it's y'all's fault. I'm just letting you know. No, I'm just playing. I love you guys. I love you guys. I didn't have that for him. You noticed that, right? Because, he's kind of big.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go viral and be like, yo, local radio host gets his ass kicked by a bus player for telling him to get out of Colorado. No, I ain't gonna do all that. But all right, man. So you guys are kind of new, but you guys have definitely been in the game, man. We heard one of your songs here during the break, man. Me personally, I love it. Right, the song is called Nightfall. You're coming on some real R&B stuff, man, which I love. And we're gonna get into it here a little bit more a little bit later. But is there a reason why you picked? I mean, what made you want to be a singer, bro?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Ever since I was a kid, man, like that's all I ever wanted to be.
Okay.
So I would come up with my own little songs, even though it's like mediocre at the time. But
sure, it
was mine. I was rocking with it, and it was a lot of influence from like my mom.
Okay.
Because she did put on. I don't know if you noticed,
Shout out
like
to
back
moms.
in the day.
Yeah.
That what was it? Love, Body, and Soul or some shit like that. It was like a CD when they had all the biggest hits on it. Luther Vandross.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Genuine.
All the old school joints. Yeah.
Yeah. All the old.
Honestly, probably like the kind of album that moms put on.
Oh yeah.
Before
so I try
you
to
were
cater to that.
Sure.
Try to rekindle that feeling. That's where I pull from. So
I feel you.
And try to keep it clean. Because anybody can talk about what they can do to them, but if you have a play on words and really reach them like that, and they understand what I'm talking about, then
Don't talk about what you could do to them. Talk about what you could do for them.
Right.
I feel you, man. I feel you. And obviously, I'm sure it didn't help as you grew up that the girls was like, "Yo, sing me something." And you were like, yeah, all right. Watch out, baby. Let me show you.
It was crazy all the time. Even on when I was on the way to prom on the bus. Oh, sing. Damn, I sing
man.
all the time. Like, let me relax.
Listen, I know I put on some weight. My nose has gotten bigger over time, but your boy Coach was kind of a player in high school, and I always tell people, like, listen, you got lucky that I can't be out here singing or dancing, because if I could, I'd have every single dude's girlfriend in the school. Right?
I hear that
I was
all the
nice
time.
like that. I had the dimple, and the girls was like, let me see the dimple, and I'd be like, they didn't like that. But if I could have sang, listen,
over with.
I probably have about 15 kids. I ain't gonna lie, because I was not smart with the ladies.
That Nick Cannon.
Yeah, for real. Like me and Nick Cannon. Like I'd have been on some Nick Cannon stuff for real. But anyway,
I'll be hurting too.
Let's switch back gears, man, because we could definitely got to talk about some sports. I don't know what I've been thinking, man, this whole time. I know a lot of people are tuned in, and I definitely love and appreciate you guys tuned in. But if you guys want to be a part of the conversation, if you have any questions for any of my guests, man, or if you just want to chime in on the music that we're playing or the topics that we're talking about, make sure y'all hit my text line, because it has been open and it is open, 720-598-0266. Hit my text line right now. Let me know, man, what y'all, like I said, if you have a question for my guests, or if you just got some opinions about what we're talking about or the music that we're playing, definitely want to hear from you guys. 720-598-0266. Hit my text line, man. I will be reading all texts on air. But we got to get back to some football talk, because the NFL playoffs are in full effect. We now know who is going to be playing for the rights to go to the Super Bowl conference championships, man. This past Sunday, some big games this past weekend, some big games happened, man. We saw the Bengals beat the Bills at home in the snow. Bro, I don't know about y'all, but I really thought this was the Bills' year, man. I thought Josh Allen was going to do it. And the Bengals are continuing to prove that they are the real deal, right? I mean, Joe Burrow, he beat Patrick Mahomes last year. Now he's beat Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. I mean, start putting some respect on my man Joe Burrow's name, bro. And when you mention Mahomes and Allen, you need to mention Burrow, because he has now beat both of them in the playoffs, right? So the Bengals beat the Bills. The Chiefs beat the Jags. Kind of saw that one coming. But I'll give it to the Jags, man. They put up a pretty good game. I really didn't think Trevor Lawrence was I mean, we all saw last week, right? 4 interceptions in the first half.
Yeah.
So this is what I said, man. I said, Trevor Lawrence goes into the locker room at halftime. He gets on social media. He sees that he's being absolutely dragged for throwing 4 interceptions, and he's like, that's it. That's it. It's enough. He put the hair back in a ponytail.
Time to lock in.
Put his helmet back
ponytail,
on. And he
dead.
said, watch out. And he threw 4 touchdowns in the second half. So, but obviously he wasn't enough for the Chiefs. The Chiefs got the win. They're in the conference AFC Championship again. Is it just me, man, or are you guys getting tired of seeing the same, 3-4 teams every year?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well,
I mean,
I
work
will
shows
say,
for itself, man.
I mean, yeah, if you good, then obviously you deserve to be there. But as a fan, right, like, if my Broncos aren't there, I want to see it switch it up. You feel me?
And you know what's crazy? I'm used to hearing that because, Alabama. You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, it's Alabama. So people always hating. Oh, y'all ain't
we tired of Roll Tide. We
as strong as y'all was. I'm like, okay. It's just a rebuild. That's all. I mean, it ain't like we had a bad season.
Right.
I feel we almost lost like 2 games.
By 2.
Right.
In a total of like 5 points.
But not
people say they did.
3 points. I remember that shit.
But not a good enough year to get in the college football playoff. According to somebody. Not me. I did not keep y'all out, but somebody was like, nope, not this year.
Hey, man, respect to Georgia, though. You know what I'm saying? They work hard. So. I can't say and hate on them. But
For real. I mean, they kind of proved that they was the best team in the country.
Yeah, they did.
All right.
When you've been winning for 10 years.
I will say.
You got to have a day off, right? All right.
We'll give y'all about 2 years.
All right, let me ask you this then, man. As Alabama fans, right, because you guys die hard, like you guys Bama.
I went to the University of Alabama.
Okay.
That's where I went to school. I went to ETSU and played football there. And then I left for a little while. And then I went to Alabama in 2020 right before COVID happened.
Okay.
And then I had to, because I wanted to continue on with my degree in business marketing. So, but then COVID happened and everybody, so we had to leave and then that dilemma, you know what I'm saying? So.
All right. So you guys are Bama for real. All right. Once again, ignore the giant football player to your side over here. Do you legitimately think, as Bama fans,
okay,
can there be a rivalry between Coach Prime and Coach Saban? Because they've already kind of taken shots back and forth at each other.
For sure.
In the press, right? When Coach Saban was like, well, yeah, when you pay millions of dollars to kids, that's how you're going to get Travis Hunter. And Coach Prime was like, yo, dog, watch your mouth when you talk about me. Now that he's with the Power 5 school and he has these resources, as Bama fans, do you guys think in the next 3 years that you guys might be looking for looking for the buffs, man, possibly to knock y'all out the college football playoff?
I think this is what I think. I think it'd be awesome to see that happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Progression. You always want to see people progress, but when it's real hard to say that because our resources at the University of Alabama is next level. They would have to dump some serious money into the University of Colorado. Not saying they already have it because they got a beautiful campus too, but it's just the resources that's available. I don't think even on a talent level necessarily that they could like get there. I mean, it's possible. But it would just be very hard, I think.
All right, that's what's up. So shout out to our Texans, man. I knew it. All I had to do was say the text line was open and they would come rolling in, man.
Okay.
So shout out to my man, Paul Jr., man. He wants to know, Q, he wants to know your top 3 rappers before the year 2000. So not the new school cats.
You're going to have to give me a second to think about that.
Okay.
Because that's...
I mean, you a West Coast guy, right?
Damn.
So,
Snoop.
Okay. All right. I mean, you can't go wrong.
You
with
ain't
Snoop.
just like throwing it out there?
No.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I don't listen to it like – that's what I'm saying. I listen to more like R&B before 2000. So, like, I don't listen to a lot of rap before. But, like, obviously Tupac, but they're going to be like, oh, it's Tupac.
No.
Right,
First of all, we are not going to music shame people that say Tupac, okay? Or Snoop, because these are legends, all right?
Facts.
You wanted to know the man's top 3
and
before
honestly,
2000?
I would really throw Eazy-E in there.
All right. I ain't mad at that either.
I was like, I mean.
He's the godfather of gangster rap.
I love Eazy-E. I used to listen to, cruising down the street was bad. I mean, I was slamming it.
man. For sure.
But, I mean, that's really me. Snoop, Eazy, and Tupac for me, probably.
All right. That's not a bad, you know what I'm saying? It's quote-unquote old school top 3 list. I ain't mad at you, man. You can obviously tell you from Cali, man. Shout out to, looks like we got some Texas, man, coming in from Cali, right? The 310. That's Cali, right?
That's, yeah.
All right, so we got a couple, man. He said, I heard that you played rugby against Nate Landman. Is that true?
I did one time at a UCLA tournament. He played for the Danville Oaks. I played for Santa Monica Rugby.
Did you guys get to...
I don't. I was a while ago and
did,
a lot of concussions before. But Nate was great. I mean, I remember playing against him. So, I mean, my dad, even when I came here, was like, why does he look so familiar?
It's like, oh yeah, Dad.
And I put up the film.
He put me on my ass.
I'm never gonna give him that. Never gonna say he did that. But yeah, I did play against him once, maybe twice.
All right. And then it said, did you play in Paris or Belgium?
I did both. Yeah, both. Yeah, yes,
I
sir.
think whoever this is, they know you.
Probably.
That's what's up.
Let me find. Nate's not from Cali, is he?
Nate's from NorCal, so I don't think he has the same.
So this might be him. I mean, it's a possibility.
You better check.
I doubt it. There's no way they have the same area code.
Last two numbers 20. I don't want to give away my man's phone number if it is him.
Contacts Nate.
Look at you about it. Oh, I should have asked him who is Nate Landman the most famous person in your phone?
Probably. Or LaVisca.
You don't got Coach Prom's number?
Oh, I do, but I keep that's classified.
No. I won't do that to you. I won't do that to you.
That wasn't Nate's number though. That wasn't.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, yo, whoever's texting me from out in Cali, man, 0720, hey, I appreciate you, man. Says you and Quinn are great together, man. So, hey, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for, texting in. Keep listening, man, because, we not even close to being done. But we are talking some NFL football. So, like we said, man, Bengals beat the Bills. Chiefs beat the Jags. Eagles put it on the Giants, bro. Like, that wasn't even close, dude. The Eagles just smacked them. And then the 49ers beat the Cowboys, and they beat them pretty handily.
Yeah.
Even though the score was kind of close, in that last play, like, what are we doing, Cowboys? The 49ers had control of that whole game.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're looking at 49ers and Eagles in the NFC, Chiefs and Bengals in the AFC. Let's go around the table, man. I want to hear you guys' predictions. Who you think's going to the Super Bowl, man? Who you got, 49ers or Eagles?
I'm going with the Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you like what Jalen Hurts is doing?
I really like what he's doing. I like the
Bama.
He was an underdog.
That's a Bama answer.
He is an underdog though. They thought that he was not even. I mean, there was a lot of people that thought he wasn't even going to start. You know what I'm saying? And now he's like 15-1 or something.
Right.
So.
All right, so that's a Bama answer for sure. But I feel you. The Eagles, man, they've been killing it all regular season. What you think, Mike? Who's rocking that one, man? 49ers or Eagles?
Oh, man, I got to rock with my boy Cody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Another Bama answer. Hey, listen, man, I wish the Broncos would have had the foresight to get Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Because the boy can ball. He proved it, right? I know all the attention went to Tua that year, but Jalen Hurts, bro, like,
I mean, they both had time to shine.
I think it's just a gameplay decision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever things like that, and if you think about it, it was very smart.
Mm-hmm.
Because just everything that was going on. But I think that, in my opinion, I think Jalen is better than Tua. So that's in my opinion.
All right. What you think, Q, man? Who's getting that one, man? Eagles or 49ers?
I got the 49ers due to the fact
let me hear.
Brock Purdy's playing great right now.
Brock Purdy.
And my boy Warner at LB, and I forget the DB number 1, whatever his name is. I'm drawing a blank. They are having a defensive lockdown situation they got going right now. 49ers defense, I think, is firing on all cylinders. And I think that once they get in the film room and really diagnose what the Eagles got going on, they get a little QB spy action for Jalen.
Okay.
I think it's on lockdown.
I ain't going to lie, man. Brock Purdy I like him, man. He's Mr. Irrelevant, but the boy can play, clearly, right? He doing his thing. I like the 49ers, man. I mean, Debo and McCaffrey and that defense. And honestly, I like Shanahan, too, as a coach, man. Like, the boy can coach. So that one's a tough one, man.
Right.
I like the Eagles. They played really well, but I think I'm going to have to go with Q on this one, man. I think the 49ers but it's in Philly, right? Because I think they had the better. I think they. I think they did. I think they had the better. The better regular season record. So it's in Philly, so it's going to be cold.
That'll be crazy.
I think for myself, it's just embracing that underdog role. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
All right. I want to know what you guys think, man. Who you guys rocking with to go to the Super Bowl, man? We got 49ers and Eagles, and then we got the Bengals and Chiefs again. What do y'all think about that one, man? Like we said, we know how good the Chiefs are, right? We know what Mahomes and Kelsey and all of these guys do. But the Bengals ain't no joke. What you think, Q? Who you rocking with in the AFC?
Big time Bengals. Logan Wilson's one of my favorite linebackers. He's got it on lockdown. And even the Bengals D-line, playing linebacker, I got a big appreciation for a good D-line. The Bengals D-line got after him. I mean, they went crazy.
Right.
So, I mean, I think that's a good matchup for sure. Regardless who wins, it'll be a good game for sure.
Shout out to also another former Buff man, Cheetah Bag Woozier.
Oh, big time. And they have a D lineman too, drawing a blank again.
Oh, yeah, they do.
But he's two former Buffs. I got to go with him, though. Cheeto, shout out Cheeto. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So, yeah, all right. So, my man's rocking with the Bengals. What about you guys? What you guys think, man? Bengals or Chiefs in the AFC?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I can't really answer that question right now. I can't really. I don't know.
All right, what you think,
I'll
C?
leave that to Cody right there. I can't really answer that.
Well, it's real hard for me to say. I like Patrick Mahomes. I think he's he's been doing his thing. I think the Bengals is real nice. But I think the Bengals have beat them 3 times?
Yeah, already? Man. Yeah. The Bengals keep putting it on them.
So I mean, you would think that Andy Reid would come around. You would think,
right?
So I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give it to the Bengals this time. Well, they get beat last year though. The Bengals?
No, the Bengals.
They went all the way to the bowl.
To the Super Bowl,
yeah,
but
they lost to the Rams. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the Bengals because they got that experience and they probably got it on their shoulders. Like, hey, we were here last year. We need to, get back there. So I'm gonna go with the Bengals. Yeah.
All right. So going with the Bengals. You pick an answer yet, dog? You still going? You don't know.
This is probably the best game.
Hey, man,
yeah, I mean,
I'm not going. I mean, I might pull up the file next week if you're wrong.
I mean,
it's not that serious.
I mean, just off of what I done seen and heard, I'd probably say the Bengals as well.
Okay, all right. So shout out to Amber. She texted in, man. She said 49ers and Chiefs.
Oh.
And she's saying the 49ers are taking it all this year. So she rocking with the 49ers. My man Paul's texted in. He said Mahomes' ankle's not going to be 100%.
That's what I was about to say.
He won't get outside the pocket. Bengals D is going to get after him. So I'm guessing he's picking the Bengals on that one. And then, yeah, man, we got another text, man, out in Cali. Let's see.
And shout out Josh Tupou. That's a D lineman that plays for the Bengals, too. CU alum.
Yeah. Yep. Q, man, you got your dad famous?
My dad's got a funny story behind him. So my dad came out from the East Coast. He came out. He's a big bodybuilder. He stopped in. They drove him and my uncle. They drove from the East Coast from Boston.
Okay.
They made a stop in Iowa. They ended up being there for years. And they only meant to stop there for a couple of days.
Okay.
Some stuff happened over there. My dad came to California, a big bodybuilder. My dad ended up winning Mr. America, Mr. Universe. Which is kind of crazy,
wow.
And then from there, my dad got into the movie business a little bit, and my dad was the Incredible Hulk double, and Lou Ferrigno's double, so they painted my dad green.
That's crazy.
So they're like, how is this big black dude about to be the Hulk? So they painted my dad green every day.
Yeah.
Manny Perry. He's an OG.
All right.
So he did all that, and then now he's a stunt coordinator, second unit director. He's worked on shows like Empire and a couple of the Transformers movies.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So my dad's got a little resume.
Whoever's
texting
him. In, man, they know you, dog. Now they really be following your career.
My dad's a goat.
He asked if your dad was famous because you said that he was in a Boulder interview at some point in time. So I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't know, man. This person knows you, dog.
Hey, damn.
But hey, shout out. Hey, we appreciate you.
My dad's my biggest influence and my biggest role model, and you feel me? He's a great guy. I mean, my dad's the best thing that could ever happen to me and my inspiration. So
I love it. I love to hear it, man. I love it. And God willing, right? You gonna be the more famous than your dad.
God willing, yes, sir.
All right, I feel you. All right, man. Let's get back to this NFL. So, like we said, all right. So we got our picks in, man. It's gonna be a close one. Obviously, this weekend is the conference championships, man. Whoever wins this is going to the Super Bowl. And while we here, not trying to put you on the spot, Mike. So don't get all crazy on me again. You got a Super Bowl prediction? I don't want you to your head to explode. You was really thinking about the last one. So
see, when you ask me questions like that, I'd be like,
All right, C. Who you got for the Super Bowl? We're gonna let Mike figure that one out.
Well, I'm kind of buying into everything that the Eagles got going on this year.
All right.
So I'm kind of riding on the Eagles.
NFC takes it again.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. Do I think that it's? I think it can happen. But I'm gonna ride with the Eagles.
All right.
So,
Q, what you think, man? Who's winning it all? Because you had the 49ers and the Bengals.
Yeah, that'll be. I mean, that's gonna be a crazy game.
It is.
If that comes down to it, I think if it comes down to it, the Bengals will beat the 49ers in the bowl. I mean, the Bengals are just firing. They got Jamar Chase, and they got options outside of him. If they want to double Jamar, they'll go. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, they got it. Joe Burrow, if he needs to, he'll take off for 15 yards and run it down. Then they'll give you good play action. Go up top, Aki to Jamar Chase.
There you go.
I mean, and big mix. I mean, big running back time. You saw he had plenty of breakout runs last game, man, and he was getting fired up. And the O-line, the O-line were getting fired up. I don't know if you saw a big 70, 20 yards on the field, flexing on the safeties. When you get O-linemen to run downhill like that, that's hard to stop. But
for real,
49ers, I mean, no hate to them. They're a great team. So, I mean, regardless, I'm going to be happy to watch some good football.
No doubt, no doubt. Plus, I mean, I think we can all agree, right? Everyone's trying to see Rihanna at halftime. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she's a halftime performance. Yeah.
Rihanna's a halftime.
This is the most tuned in I'm going to be at the halftime.
I'm already like my TiVo is ready. I don't even own the TiVo.
Yeah, I always thought she was all right, but since she got thicker, I'm like,
yeah,
I'll take a shot when I get,
All right, you got a Super Bowl prediction for me, Doug? I'm not trying.
He's not even caring about the game.
Now
he don't even care about the game.
Ooh.
It's hard.
It is.
It is, but
just throw out a team, dog. Like I said, I won't hold you to it too tough.
I don't see. I hate when I do that. Like, Eagles.
Woo.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
All
See.
Right. Woo. All right, Eagles and Bengals.
But
I'm believing.
I got you.
I'm believing in the Eagles because they got that high power offense.
But then again,
you know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of. I think it's just real cool that they're actually running on all cylinders right now.
No doubt.
So like I said earlier, I really embrace that underdog effect. You know what I'm saying? And kind of coming from behind. So I think that it's. I think it'd be awesome for them. At the same time, it'd
100%.
be different. You know what I mean?
I think this is probably the most evenly matched up championship series that there has been in a while.
Exactly.
I think,
without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I think so.
All right, man. For me personally, I mean, I like the Eagles pick. I like the Bengals pick. I think both those teams are going to be the teams in the Super Bowl. And, yeah, man, it's going to be tough, man. Like you said, if Mixon can get to running, that Bengals team is real hard to stop with the run and pass. So I'm going to go with the Bengals as well. Shout out to all my people out in the Natty, man, Starship, Dre Future, all you guys. I know you guys love to hear that. So, yeah, I'm going to pick the Bengals. But in reality, man, I don't care because it's not the Broncos.
Not the Broncos.
And, I'm here for Rihanna.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Russ being a Broncos fan? And
Russ?
I know this is a sensitive topic.
It is.
Because I've talked to a couple Broncos fans the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And they want to throw him in the trash.
Why?
They're like, he's washed up, he's this, and this. I'm not saying this. This is from other people.
I think they just
need
need more receivers. They need people that can actually, what the thing is I think that they went in too high.
Okay.
And what I mean is the contract. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Because when you got somebody, he can throw. He is a good thrower. He showed that when he was with the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? But what it's about now is getting the same talent that the Seahawks.
Did you see how good Geno's doing?
Yeah.
And that's just a piece of the puzzle just replaced.
Exactly. So if y'all could get like a mid-tier wide receiver to a high-tier wide receiver at the same time, I think it'd be good.
What do you think about Jerry Jeudy?
Yeah, man. I'm saying, man.
He's a guy.
Jerry
Jeudy's a guy.
For sure. But you still got the other receiving slots to fill, too. You know what I'm saying? Not one man can do the whole job.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It is a team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As long as everybody else capitalizes.
Of course.
Right.
And if we only got Jerry Jeudy, it's triple team.
Right.
No doubt.
Exactly.
And we did that against Drake London against USC.
Yeah.
But he had other dudes. Amon-Ra St. Brown was right next to him. What?
Yeah, exactly.
I get that, yeah.
All right, so to answer your question, man, me personally, yeah, I'm a Danger Russ fan, right? I won't lie. Like, obviously this year was extremely disappointing, man. It was very similar to the Buffs season. Honestly, man, there was high expectations. Everybody expected the Buffs and the Broncos to really turn it around, man, and really start playing some ball, and it just didn't work. Midway through the season, I won't lie, I was like, bro, is this Russ or is it Hackett? One of them is the effing problem. Which one is it? Then the last 2 games happen. We get the interim coach who has never coached a game before, but they are a completely different team. I got season tickets, man. I was at the last game. Okay. I saw it firsthand, and I'm like, bro, this is what we were supposed to look like. You feel me? So clearly it was Hackett's fault. Now, I feel you somewhat on the wide receiver aspect, but you have to remember our guy Tim Patrick went down in training camp, and he is a beast. And honestly, I think he has the potential to be better than Cortland Sutton and to be that number 2 guy behind Jerry Jeudy. Right. So with Patrick coming back next year healthy and a new coach, hopefully, fingers crossed, Sean Payton. I think the Broncos can be what everybody wanted them to be this year. Yeah. But at the same time, man, there was a couple times where you can't put all the blame on Hackett. Russ was missing open guys, and I'm like, come on, Russ. But he also proved, like I said, when he gets the right coach and he gets comfortable in his office and he does what Russ does, which is run around and make plays and extend plays, Russ is still a very dangerous quarterback in this league, and I still believe that he can do it. Paul agrees with me. He says, don't forget, Tim Patrick and Hamler are both coming back. So I think the Broncos have it. They still are missing a few pieces, but I think the coach was really our biggest problem. Yes. And if we can get somebody proven like a Sean Payton in here, the Broncos can be, I think, right? I mean, I know that we're going to be better than the Raiders. I know we're going to give the Chargers a run. It's just the question, can we keep up with the Chiefs? But, again, our second to last game, we were sticking with them pretty damn tough all game. But, Patrick Mahomes just outlasted us, man. It just is what it is. And that might just be one of those things, bro, where Patrick Mahomes just has the Broncos number.
And he's still young. He's very young.
For real. But, to answer your question, I'm still rocking with Russ, man. I think Russ can turn it around. I really do think that just wasn't the right coach for him. But I will say this. Maybe Russ needs to go to Cali with you and play some rugby or something and get into better shape and really focus on football. I understand Sierra, and he's his own brand, and he's the whole thing, and I love that for him, man. Like, you got to be that now. Yeah. Professional sports just ain't. I'm famous for being a professional athlete. So I love that he does all of these things, but he needs to focus on just football and let the other stuff come with it, because right now, non-Bronco fans are like, Russ, come on, dog. What? This dude's so corny and blah, blah, blah. So, bro, to shut the haters up, you need to produce on the field, and then you do the Subway commercials after you're winning and returning back to the top.
There's a ton of memes about that stuff. Like,
for real,
he can win in Subway, but no.
Right.
That's messed up.
But, if Russ needs to get back to nothing but football this offseason, for sure.
And who would you be happy with a hire? Mr. Payton?
Yeah, for me personally, I would love to have Sean Payton. I think he's a proven NFL coach, and I think that he can be the guy to do it. But I also like that they interviewed the defense coordinator for the 49ers. I mean, I'll be honest, man. I don't necessarily know if a first-year head coach, defensive-minded head coach, is the way to go again, because we did that 4 times now, and it's all failed. But I do like him, and I wouldn't be mad at that hire. I also like Dan Quinn. I think that would be a cool hire.
What about Harbaugh? Wasn't he interviewed too?
He was, but I think he's staying in Michigan.
Okay.
I think he's kind of almost on the same time as Coach Prime is, where he wants to coach the college kids before the money and stuff.
Okay.
And I think that he has, like, superior power in Michigan.
Right.
It's like, do I want to give that up?
Right. I got you.
But then again, I mean, like you said, man, our owners are now the richest owners in the NFL, and they can pretty much just give them a blank check and say, well, what do you want to make, dog? But I'm hoping it's Sean Payton. We're going to find out. We're going to find out.
Must be nice.
I did not know that.
Again, Paul texts in and says, if the Chiefs don't win it all this year, they will not win another Super Bowl with Mahomes. Dynasty of 1.
Really?
He's not. So he's almost as big a Bronco fan as I am.
Okay. Die hard.
He got the Bronco glasses on. So he ain't got no love from Mahomes, man. I was on his show last week, and he would not come off that Mahomes is not better or higher on the all-time ranking than Rodgers already.
He thinks he's already better than him?
No, he
Or
says
he's
that
not?
Mahomes is not better than Rodgers on the all-time. They both got a Super Bowl.
I would agree with that, though. I don't.
Oh,
I don't
really?
think that. I think Aaron Rodgers is very good in my opinion.
He's good at losing playoff games.
I'm probably gonna, in a way, 50-50 agree.
Okay, all
Because
right.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a guy.
All right, Paul, you ain't crazy, dog. Maybe I'm crazy. The football player said
hate
you're not
gambling,
crazy.
man.
Right, I don't like
exactly.
disagreeing with stuff like that, but Aaron Rodgers he's in competition with Brady every season. Completion rate,
Fact.
touchdown rate, touchdown to interception percentage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Paul, you might have that, dog.
Go.
Brady's team.
Go ahead, Paul. Talk your stuff on your show tomorrow night, man. I know you're gonna, dog.
Shout out.
All right, man. So, all right. So that's what we rocking with at the NFL. Let's keep it pushing, man, because we are getting kind of close here. But we gotta talk to my man Mike's Paradize, man. We're gonna play. You know what? This is what we're gonna do, Mike. We're gonna play your two songs, man, back to back, and then we're gonna talk to you, about your career, what you got coming up, man, what you're working on, all of the things. All right. But why don't you set me up with these two songs, man? First one is Pain. Give me some insight on Pain, bro.
Ooh, man, Pain. All right, so the history behind Pain was actually about a chick I was missing.
Oh, okay.
She don't know that though, cause she did ask me. So that song about hell, nah, it wasn't about you.
Baby,
but
it
it
ain't
was.
about you.
I ain't gonna,
Oh, she gonna hit your phone right now.
She
She gonna hit your phone right now.
Now I wrote it back in like 2019. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put some perfections on it. And actually, the problem what I was going through was I would record on the beats without leasing them. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go back, release the beats, and hopefully they wasn't sold, and they wasn't.
Right.
So I'm good on that part. But yeah, Pain. It just just one of them songs when you missing somebody. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Denver. Let me know what y'all think up in the up on the text line, man. Hit my text line. Let me know what you guys think of the songs that we're about to play. First song up is called Pain. It's by my man Mike's Paradize. Right here, only on the box, man. Turn it up.
I'm missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you. I'm missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you. I'm missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you. I'm missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you. I can show you how I feel. I can show you how I feel for you. Let me show you. Good night, me and you. All night, just you and me. Same candlelight, a little melody. While I'm touching on you, and you touching on me. I got a moment of ecstasy. See, with your body next to me. With your body next to me. This was meant to be. must be a setup. Ain't no way this real must be a setup. Are you even here all alone? You too good to be alone. Ain't no way this real must be a setup. Ain't no way this real must be a setup. I know a diamond whenever I see it. Put you down, look you down, this was for thinking. Baby girl, what's your recipe? Curvy dancing, let's meet up, just go with me. For sashing, nigga, feeling good, tipsy. Bite your lip when you talking me, don't tell me, yeah. I be on the right side of town. What goes up must come down. Coming from the west and honestly looking for my best friend. Close and personal, not texting it down, no flexing. You feel a vibe in the message. And with me, there's no stress and been looking confession. Shorty, you are the blessing. Boy, you my lesson. Well, surprise, nobody around you. So many niggas try to crowd you. I'm trying to crown you. Are you even here all alone? You look too good to be alone. Ain't no way this real must be a setup. Ain't no way this real must be a setup. Are you even here all alone? You too good to be alone. Ain't no way this real must be a setup. Ain't no way this real must be a setup. Are you even here all alone? You look too good to be alone. Ain't no way this real must be a setup. Ain't no way this real must be a setup. Are you even here all alone? You too good to be alone. Ain't no way this real must be a setup. Ain't no way this real must be a setup.
All right, Denver, man, welcome back, man. It's The Box right here on 92.9. Denver Open Media Radio, man. You was just listening to my man, Mike's Paradize. He's right here in the building. That last song was called Even. Can you give me a little bit of insight on that one, man? What made you write that one?
Man, actually, it was tag team by my boy Terrence DeMagne. A long-time friend. Been knowing him since we was kids. We
Shout out Terrence.
Yeah, so Terrence DeMagne, we tackled that. So Terrence, like when it come down to songs like that, as far as like something with a fast pace, since he a rapper, you know, he get compared to like Kendrick a lot. So we come in with his blend of his style and my style and create that style.
Okay.
You know, a lot of artists shy away from a ghostwriter or a write out. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing wrong with that. That's their job. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with having a writer. You know what I mean? So
no doubt. I feel you.
I don't shy away from that.
All right, man. So I know you said, obviously, mom was a big inspiration getting you into music as a kid. Did you have some favorite artists, man, growing up? Like some people that you just really rock with all the way?
Ooh, I mean, shit, we talking about. Ooh, man, it had to be Jamie Foxx, man. I don't know if you ever seen it. So, like his stand-up, he would be singing on his stand-up. So I remember when he did this stand-up where he was playing the piano, and he turned like the Brady Bunch song into like an R&B track on the stage.
Into a bop.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh shit. Then he did the Luther Vandross as well with the Prince.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I want to do like that. So I started like, I was able to like freestyle, just following his steps, you know what I mean, without him teaching me, but teaching me at the same time, you know what I mean. So yeah, it was definitely a lot of, when I started listening to music on my own, it was genuine. You know, you talking about John Legend, Jamie Foxx, Luther Vandross. Then you got some of the oldies like the Isley Brothers.
Yeah.
The Jackson 5, Autumn Goats, even Babyface.
Okay.
You know, so
I got you, man.
I pulled from all of them.
For sure, for sure. All right, so what you got working on, man? I know you're working on some stuff. You get in the studio, you're making some music, doing some albums, man. What's going on?
All right, so I got this EP coming out, going to be coming out here in April. I know I had promoted on my IG as for January, but you got to take the initial steps to do it right. So it's going to be coming out in April. Going to be a lot of marketing, trying to market it first. We got 2 shows coming up. Matter of fact, what is it, 1 show?
We got 1 show coming up on Sunday, and then we got another show February 17th at the Roxy here in Denver.
Right.
Nice.
And then it's, what's this guy, Lil Peep? I'm be opening up for Lil Peep. You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
So that was my first time hearing him. I never heard of him before. You heard of him?
Tough.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be one of the artists opening up for him.
Q's messing with him.
What's the other guy?
Ed Reed. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna.
I got you.
So we're gonna be.
But not the.
I was about to say, not the safety.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the Ravens safety.
No.
but I got
Ed
you.
Reed. Then I got some show. I got a show here in Phoenix, Arizona, on the 12th for the Super Bowl weekend.
Okay.
Oh, that'll be lit.
Moving around, man. I see.
Oh yeah, man. Then I, as far as like winning that competition in October for the Coast to Coast, placing first. I go to Miami at the end of the year for the finals. Hopefully, I take home $50,000.
Hey,
it's cash prize and a lot of other stuff.
Hey man, you win, dog. I might need to borrow $10.
I got you.
And you can get one of those little World Star promotions we were talking
For
about.
sure.
Right? That ain't nothing then.
We
It still might be a little something.
yeah.
They might have to pay you.
And then we got we're looking at the Alabama tour too.
Okay.
So we're consistently just trying to move around all year.
I got you.
You know, I think our biggest thing, right? Yeah. Then we got the
T-Rail feature.
Yes.
T-Rail
I think
feature.
I'm real excited about that one. So that'd be like my first.
That's what's up.
Collaboration with a major artist
For sure.
so far.
Well, you already know, man. Listen, if you want to add like a DJ to your live set, man, just come out your boy,
got
dog.
you.
We can make something happen.
I actually would work with you because I done seen you fuck with me a few times.
Yeah.
So
we still on FM, dog. You good?
My bad.
You
Dropping
alright.
F-bombs.
Yeah, it's all good. But not yet, man. Yeah. You already know what I do.
Yeah.
So I'm just putting that out there. You feel me?
Yeah, I
I
got
love
you.
sharing the stage, so we can make anything happen.
Where's
But
your
all
show
right.
on Sunday?
Yeah. Where's the show, though?
It's at the Roxy.
No, it's not at the Roxy. It's
That's the one for Saturday.
So Saturday you
That
at
was
the Roxy.
Yeah. You said Sunday in February.
These dates just came up.
yeah.
Like
You said
2 days
Sunday
ago.
in February something.
So we
Okay,
got
all right.
Ed Reed coming up on Sunday.
All right.
Then we
Ed
got
Reed, okay.
February 17th is with is at the Roxy.
Lil Pete.
Yeah, Lil Pete.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the one on Sunday at?
That I'm not sure of.
yeah,
We have
well-
to look at the flight. We
Okay,
just
okay.
got that information
Right.
2 days ago.
Bet.
We'll
But
get that.
I
We'll get
definitely
that.
keep you up.
Let me know. I'd love to tap in.
For
That'd be
sure.
great.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, man, we making things happen out here.
Yes,
okay?
Hersky.
All right, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right, so obviously you working, man. You got a lot of stuff coming up, some shows, some albums, man. I love to see it. If you guys didn't know, I had the exclusive. I'm the first one with it, the world premiere stuff. That even nobody got that but me, right? Nobody, man. Your boy DJ Coast is the first one with that. All right, so holla at your boy for that one. All right. All right, man. So before we get up out of here, man, before we got to wrap this thing up, let everybody know, man, where can they find you? Where can they find your music, man? Where can they follow you? Where can they find your music?
You can follow me on everything. It's Mike's Paradise. Paradise spelled with a Z.
All right.
All right. Paradize.
All right.
It's Paradise.
Mike's Paradise.
Mike's Paradise.
All right. What about you, C? You want people following you, dog? Or
Yeah,
are you like a private guy?
No, I run my clothing brand. It's called the High House.
Okay.
So we making some things happen with that as well. But I try to work with all the local artists as well, and try to correlate that all together. But you can find me on Instagram. It's the High House merch.
There you go.
That's the best way to get a hold of me. Also, I just need to shout out Krista with the THC Girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're doing it bigger here in Denver and in Miami. So looking forward to next month in Miami for sure with Krista and the THC Girls. So
that's what's
it's
up.
definitely
I've
a
worked with
vibe.
them a few times, man. They're good people.
For sure.
That's what's up. Hey, for all my artists out there, listen, man, tap in with these guys, but take some notes as well, man, because my man Cody, man, he hit me up. He recognized the show. He was like, yo, I dig that. I like what you do, man. How can I get you some music? I gave him the info. He hit me with Mike's music. I've been playing it. And now, look, they in here sitting talking to me, man. So, artists, if you want to get your music on FM radio, it's real easy, okay? Stop playing and just help yourself out, all right? Send me attached MP3 or WAV files with the song and artist information attached into the email. They have to be radio clean edits, man, because this is FM radio, all right? Yeah. So make sure they're radio clean, but send all of that to djcos303@gmail.com. djcos303@gmail.com. Get me your music. I'm going to get it on FM airwaves, man. We're going to be playing it, and it goes automatically into the station's playlist, man. And if you guys didn't know, Denver Open Media Radio is nothing but 24/7 Colorado music, R&B, hip-hop, blues, country, rock. It's all Colorado artists, man. So yo, show love to us because we definitely showing it love back to the artists. Mike, man, you want to give any shout-outs before we get up out of here, bro?
Nope.
Shout out to all the single ladies. There you go. that rock with Mike's
as
music.
long as you ain't taking my money, that's all that matters.
The next song might be about you.
Hey, listen. What they don't know, every experience I have, I write a song about. Every time.
Yeah.
I even wrote a song about my it's a song I have called Clueless.
Okay.
Which is about not my story, but it was a guy I once called brother. And it was about him and his baby mama situation, as far as her taking the kids away from him, getting on coke, and just writing about that and him recovering from all that. So I
Powerful.
think love writing storytelling tracks.
I love it, man. I love it. Shout out to our texter, man, our mystery texter. Yo, man, feel free to shoot me your name, dog. But he's from the 310. He said, never listened to y'all before, but you made 2 hours seem like 30 minutes. You the bomb. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you for texting in. And, yo, we're going to keep doing this thing because that's how we do it. We're going to keep playing Colorado music. We're going to keep talking about Colorado sports. Hopefully I can holler at my man Q to put the word out to some more CU players, man, get those guys in. And, yo, we're going to just keep doing what we do. Q, before we get up out of here, man, you got any shout-outs? Anybody you want to show love to?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at QPerry12, QPERRY12. I'm on Twitter too, QPerry, same thing but with a 6 at the end. QPerry6. I'll give a couple shout-outs. First of all, shout out to Magoo's on Pearl Street in Boulder. Got the best clothing and shoe reselling business in the area with the best deals and steals.
There you go.
Also, shout out Cat Performance out in Arvada, Colorado.
Yeah.
And shout out Forge Auto Styling too. If you need your car tinted, wrapped, anything, ceramic coated, anything. They're the best auto spot too. So shout out to those guys and everything. And if you go to any of those places, just give them a shout out to Quinn and they'll hook you up with a little deal.
Hey,
bless.
Listen, dude. If my man isn't pro ready, if you couldn't believe it from what he does on the field, look what he just listen. Man, that was off the cuff, okay? I've been doing radio for years, bro, and I don't know if I could have remembered all that and did it in one take. Are you feel me? So that's what's up, man. Hey, Q, Mike. C, I appreciate y'all taking the time, man. Coming on to the show has been dope. I'm going to keep playing your music, Mike, man, because I'm feeling it. I'm a fan. C, me and you going to keep hooking up, dog. Keep linking me up with artists. Let's get this thing cracking. Let's get some shows cracking. For real, man. We can make anything
this
happen.
Sunday, for real. It'll be turned.
Yeah,
I'm down to go.
Yeah, for sure.
And Q, man, I, again, appreciate you, dog.
Thank you.
I know